The parade always started late. It was never announced as late. It just was. Someone would say 10 o'clock, and people would show up at 10, and then they'd stand there long enough that the waiting became part of it. Kids ran out of the route, darting back and forth across the street like the rules hadn't started yet. Bikes tipped over in the grass. Someone blew a whistle that didn't belong to anyone official. Folding chairs appeared slowly, like they'd grown there overnight. Old ones, bent ones, the kind that had been sitting in garages for years waiting for exactly this. Parents waved at people they didn't need to introduce themselves to. You didn't ask who someone was. You already knew, or you'd figure it out later. The fire truck came first. Lights on, but siren off. The men on top waved like they always did, the same way they waved every year, like they were waving at the town itself, not individual people. Candy hit the pavement in handfuls. Kids dove for it without looking up. Nobody stopped them. The same floats rolled by. The bank, the insurance office, the high school band sounding a little off at the beginning before they found each other again halfway down the block. Nobody complained. If it wasn't perfect, that was fine. Perfect wasn't the point. By the time the parade ended, people were already drifting toward the park. Grills were being unloaded. Coolers cracked open. Someone realized they forgot mustard and said they'd just go home and grab it. No one worried about it not being there yet. The park filled in the way water does, slowly at first, then all at once. Kids ran between blankets. Adults talked in loose circles that shifted when someone new joined. Conversations overlapped. Stories repeated. Nobody minded. The baseball field sat empty until it didn't. Someone brought gloves. Someone else said they'd pitch. Someone hit a line drive and everyone yelled like it mattered. The creek stayed where it always was. Shoes lined the bank. Pants rolled up. The water cold enough to make the kids gasp and laugh at the same time. Dinner happened when it happened. Nobody asked what time the fireworks were supposed to start. They'd start when it got dark enough. Everyone knew that. As the sun dropped, porch lights flicked on across town, one by one, like a signal no one needed to explain. Lawn chairs turned toward the same patch of sky. Kids sprawled on blankets, sugar finally catching up with them. Someone handed a child a sweatshirt without making a big deal about it. The first firework went off and everyone looked up together. Not because they were told to, but because there was nowhere else to look. The sky filled in bursts. Red, white, blue. Smoke hung low after each one, drifting across the field, making everything hazy for a second before clearing again. People didn't talk much during the fireworks. They didn't narrate. They didn't film as much as they would later. They just watched. When it was over, there was a pause. Then silence. Just that moment where nobody moves right away. Then the cleanup started without being assigned. Chairs folded, coolers shut. By the time the last car pulled out of the park, it was quiet again. Smoke still hung in the air, faint enough that you had to notice it on purpose. The streetlights stayed on. 4th of July didn't end with fireworks. It ended with people going home, knowing where they were. That was the part that mattered.